Verstappen is self-centered. He doesn't care what other people think about him. He doesn't care if people think he's the best driver. He just wants to race. You understand? He's sort of the opposite of Hamilton. I think Hamilton is more concerned about what people think about him or what they say. Verstappen doesn't care. He just wants to race. And Verstappen has said that he's not going to stay with Red Bull to 2028 in a rubbish car. And if he can't go to another car, he will leave. And I believe him because I believe that Verstappen, now that he's won the championship three times, he's not out here to break records. He's out here to have fun. And he said, Verstappen said that Formula One is no longer fun. My team is telling me I can't do sim racing late at night. FIA is telling me that, is it FIA? Yeah. What's in the International Federation of Formula One? What is it called?
Yeah,
FIA. FIA.
FI, yeah.
FIA is telling me to stop swearing. They're making all these rules and regulations. They keep changing the cars. I'm tired. He's trying to build his own rally team and just race. And I believe him. I know Verstappen. He's an only child. His dad is very possessive. He follows his dad everywhere he goes. I don't think Verstappen cares if he leaves the sport now and he doesn't break the record.
I agree with you. And it goes back to the same issue of balance. At the end of the day, these drivers are human beings. So FIA has to, tread softly and remember that these guys are human beings. There can be fatigue from off-track obligations. And when you finish a race,
Yes.
it is expected that you should unwind, from your exertions,
But then
from that.
you have to talk to people.
Exactly, from your race. So off-track obligations mentions constant off-track issues like media restrictions, they detract the enjoyment and fulfillment that comes from a race victory. So it reflects the delicate
Yeah.
balance between maintaining performance and handling of external issues, especially in the
Yeah.
multi-sports like F1 where there are really high stakes. So the mental and psychological balance of the driver, who is essentially a human being, should be considered. And there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance.
Yeah.
There's
And,
mental
and this is what
stamina and exertion after each race victory.
and you mentioned it, and for the first time I realized that Verstappen is not Superman because he said that we can only take so much. And I think that Verstappen is the type of person that preserves himself. He has self-preservation skills. That's sort of like somebody who's a hunter or a killer. If he realizes that they're pushing him too far, he'll go to something else in which he can express himself
Yeah,
without being drained. I say that Verstappen preserves his self-identity too much. He's selfish.
yeah,
But you know what they say? If you aren't selfish, who's going to take care of you?
sure,
No one.
sure.
Not
No
even
one.
the only person who is standing up for Verstappen is his dad. And these guys need to leave him alone because if he leaves FIA, if he leaves Formula One is going to lose a lot.